Real estate brokers and buyers run into the same problem all the time. The deal is right, the client is ready, but the money is a little short. That's where gap comes in. In Costa Rica, many real estate transactions don't close simply because the buyer is missing the last piece of financing. The broker has the client, the property is chosen, and the timeline is tight. Without a reliable way to cover that gap, the buyer loses the home and the broker loses the closing. Gap helps by working directly with real estate professionals to bring in the financing that completes the deal. When a client is short, our lender network can often provide the difference, structured properly and secured by the real estate. The private lender is placed in first-lien position when the deal is structured that way and the documentation is handled correctly. Here's a simple example. A client's budget is $500,000, but the right home is $600,000. That extra $100,000 can kill the deal. If the property and the borrower profile make sense, we can often help arrange that missing portion so the purchase can move forward instead of falling apart. Another common situation is right after the purchase. The buyer closes, but they're tight on cash and want to do improvements immediately, like adding a pool, installing solar panels, upgrading the outdoor space, or finishing a terrace. If there's usable equity and the file is clean, our lender network can often support those improvements with a real estate secured loan so the buyer can move ahead without waiting a year or two. A practical guideline we use is loan to value. Loans arranged through our lender network are typically structured up to 50% loan to value, and the lower the loan to value, the better the terms usually look. So if you're a broker with a buyer who's short or a buyer who needs that final piece to close, Gap can help bring in the missing financing and keep the process clean, structured, and professional.